Jimmy Johnson was running second when he made his pit stop. He's now 17th, Harvick 18th, Gordon 19th, Stewart in 20th. Here comes the race leader, Marcus Ambrose at lap 80, giving up the top spot for what very likely will be his final pit stop of the day.
Pit road, his car loose in the right-handers. That's the only adjustment he wanted, is a pound out of the left rear, Matt.
And the stop completed on our leader, Marcus Ambrose. Great stop. Spring rubber in the left rear, air pressure change as well.
Boy, it's going to be close, and the 48, I think, is going to do it. And there he goes. Oh, maybe not. And the 48 got hung up just a little. There was some slower traffic there going into turn 11, and that was probably the difference between beating the 47 out, because he was in traffic.
Yeah, he was in traffic. But I'm going to tell you something, man. The 47, give those guys a tip, man. They rose to the occasion under some pressure right there.
Yeah, that was a good stop.
They're running 13th and 14th on track right now. Are Ambrose in the 47 car and Johnson right behind him in 48.
Yeah, that's about as good as you get on pit stops right there. I mean, as far as being close to that 48 bunch.
Yeah, and here's what happened. By the 47 pitting, the very next lap, it negated Jimmy's pit stop. Basically, because Jimmy's got an in lap and an out. They just offset the in lap and the out lap. So nobody ever got that real clear racetrack to bust off that lap.
This could get interesting right here. 48. No, he's not going to be close enough to try to outbreak Ambrose here.
I think on new tires, we saw Jimmy and those guys on old tires, the 48 car, be a little bit more patient. I don't think you're going to see him be very patient. He knows now he's got to get around this 47 and put some ground between them.
Marcus Ambrose 10 laps away from becoming the 13th driver to score his first career win on a road course. And now we have our Captain Clutch. This is the pit stop for Marcus Ambrose at lap 80. 1 lap earlier, Jimmy Johnson had been in. They were running 1-2, and Ambrose able to win the battle as he makes his way off of pit road. That our Captain Clutch moment. And while I'm sure Marcus is quite pleased,
I'd like to know what they did under that pit stop. You know, on the 47 car, because they obviously made that car better. Whatever they did.
Whether it was air pressure, I didn't see him put any wedge in it or anything.
Matt Yoakum could let us know what they did on that pit stop.
And an air pressure change on that last stop. Now, when you look at Marcus Ambrose, he's got a home here in America and a home in Australia, and there's a huge going on in this place. Family and friends all go to his house to watch the NASCAR races. His only complaint, they drink all of his Australian beer, and they usually use up the LP gas in his grill. On their feet, hoping this could be the day route that he scores his first NASCAR Sprint Cup win. He's got a 2-second lead.
Well, he's got more than that too, Matt, and that's the fact that Jimmy Johnson is doing everything he can to conserve those rear tires. Chad Knaus wants him to think big picture. They're racing for a championship, not just a win here today. And Chad said, I would much rather come out of here, Matt, with a second place and a lot of points than using up those tires just trying to get a win.
the last thing Marcus Ambrose wanted to see, a 2-second lead, 8 to go, and a chance to get your first victory, and now you got to endure another restart with Jimmy Johnson right beside you.
The 47 car, he's been impressive, especially when he got out front. You can't take anything away from that team, and they rose to the occasion on that pit stop and on their calls and on their strategy.
I think he might be a little bit more aggressive in this situation, only because I think the four.
Stopped on the track.
Yeah. Unless he's lost a gear. This is going to be interesting. He's saving fuel and got to the top of the hill and couldn't get a clear. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what happens.
Because his motor's off right here.
Yeah.
Now he'll probably.
Yeah. Larry.
What do you think, Larry?
Hey, guys, there's no reason he should have to save fuel. He pitted on lap 80. It's 30 laps, unless they're just banking that we might end up with 3 green, white checkers. They should be in great shape, especially with these cautions. I have no idea why they'd be trying to save fuel.
I don't think he's going to do that again.
Yeah, he was. I'm telling you, man. He let it roll around the corner and still couldn't get it fired because he was on an angle. You know what I mean?
NASCAR may not go for that and losing those spots and then going back up there.
I can't. You know, it's one of those deals that we got into a couple years ago, Larry. Remember, you got to maintain a speed.
Exactly.
And he stopped in the middle of the racetrack.
If they let him go back up there, they just gave him a mulligan.
Yeah, they did. I agree with that. I agree with that.
Jimmy Johnson riding second right now on track, and more on him with Ralph.
Well, Chad Knaus, the NASCAR official here, talking about what they can do, and it looks like he just got a gift. He just said, Chad Knaus said, you just got the gift for the day. That's it. It looks like Marcus was not allowed to go back to his spot.
Yeah.
So that is absolutely huge.
That is very big, but that is the rule.
That's the rule. We got it a couple of years ago at a couple of guys trying to get to the end of the race, starting and stopping, who beat who back to the line, who was this, and that's the rule. Marcus started around the corner here, and when he did, the car was off. When he coasted up there, it would not fire. He had to pull over. They went around him. He lost positions. You have to maintain speed. That's in the rule book.
See the NASCAR officials also down in the 47 cam. Johnson chooses the outside lane. The restart comes with 5 laps to go in the Toyota Save Mart 350 at Infineon Raceway.
Good restart by the 48.
Yeah, he's been good at all day on those restarts.
Yeah, he clears those guys and leaves these guys 2-2. Good move by Robbie there.
Got right back in there.
Yeah.
Jeff Gordon able to get around Mart. Ambrose 4-7.
And with the 47, it's frustrating. You can't go anywhere.
Yeah.
You can't do anything. Oh, these guys are getting out.
And there goes Ambrose off track.
Well, they're still not done.
2-24 going at it right here.
Sharp elbows for Jeff Gordon today.
Yeah. These guys are not giving anybody any room. See Jeff come on. Oh,
there goes Ambrose into Burton. The 31 goes around. Off track, but no caution as of yet.
How many times have we seen Jeff Burton make it to 5 to go with a decent run and somebody or something happened to him?
Look at Jimmy Johnson picking him up and laying him down.
Robbie Gordon is driving that thing right now for all it's worth.
Jimmy Johnson expecting his first child in less than a month. Today, a Father's Day he won't forget. Bobby Labonte off course. Jimmy Johnson not concerned about that. For the first time in his career, he's going to win on a road course. Johnson wins the Toyota Save Mart 350 at Sonoma.
Thank you, boys. Woo!
Fourth win of the year for Jimmy Johnson. Robbie Gordon was able to hold off Kevin Harvick for second. Casey Kane was fourth. Jeff Gordon in the top 5 as well. And disappointment for Marcus Ambrose. He winds up 6th, guys, on a big mistake.
Here he comes, the 4-time champ as a road course finally. The celebration begins on, I'm betting it's going to be a long one. You finally won a road course. Tell me what went through your mind when you saw Marcus Ambrose pulling off to the side going up the hill.
Thought he broke or something. I don't know what was going on, but unfortunate for him, he was the fastest car there at the end. I know he's kicking himself for whatever went wrong there, but he had to maintain pace car speed, and they said he had to go back behind the 9, and I said, okay, I'll take this, and off I went, and I had a great day.
Why cutting the car off? Because fuel wasn't really a concern, was it?
No, I just got told to, and it's the first time I tried to re-crank it there on that left-hand bend uphill, and I just didn't re-fire, so my bad. Just feel really disappointed, I don't like the call, but it is what it is, and I should have had the motor cranked up, and it would never have been an issue.
Were you aware of the rule that you have to keep pace for the pace car?
Well, I kept rolling. It's a judgment call. I know the rule. I didn't stop. The car kept rolling. It's just it's uphill like 40 degrees, so you know, I was just trying to get the motor cranked, and it is what it is. So, terrible way to finish.
Well, you took a moment to cool down. How do you put this behind you, Marcos?
I'm just going to go home and see my wife and kids and give them a hug, and, you know, we'll get them next week.